Hi everyone, thanks for tuning in. Vengeant Apparatus, and today's vehicle showcase is this brand new Vengeant Blizzard mini pumper that I'm going to go over with you today. First off, we want to say thank you to the customer Sauquoit and the dealer, which would be Vander Molen out of New York. So thanks Vander Molen, thanks Sauquoit. We appreciate your business, and we look forward to this to serving your communities well. So this truck is our Blizzard. Our Blizzard model is our mini pumper. This is not just a brush truck. This is a full-blown mini pumper, which can pump 1,500 GPM per minute. It is right in line like your full-size pumpers. The pump is. It's not a PTO pump, so we're able to pump that higher capacity water. So starting here at the front of the vehicle is our BuckStop brush guard. We offer these in different configurations, multiple different lighting configuration and layouts. This one here has two Whelen Summit sticks in it with scene lights in it, along with white flashing in it as well. Right now we're in slider position 2 in the warning mode. Slider position 3 adds the white flashing. We have the 3 clearance lights activated on the top bar. We have some V-series down here at the bottom, which have a puddle light feature, which come on when the vehicle goes into park mode. This unit does have a set of horns on it as well. You could also do a internal mounted winch if you would opt out for that option. Some M-series here on the 45-degree angles. We have some 500 series mounted here as well. We have coated fender liners. When we put the big Continental tires on there, we have to cut that fender out and redo this fender to get everything to fit right. So, Kuzma auto eject plug here on the side. Drop down steps with T-ions mounted to it. We offer many different configurations in this as well. We offer a grip strut running board. We offer the drop down step. And then we offer different lighting configurations here on the side also. Coming to the middle of the truck here is our Hale DSD 1500 GPM pump. It features 2 crosslays up top, push pulls. You have your other discharges. We can only get so many manual push pulls in here, so we got to do some of the Akron valves for the discharge 1, LDH, discharge 2. There's not enough room to get enough of manual push pulls in. We do have an air truck on the side, so you can plug this vehicle into station air because the pump does need air to engage. Up top, we have a monitor, which is completely remote controlled. The monitor controller looks like this. We can up, down, fog, stream, whatever it may be. That works really good for if you got this, maybe you got an apartment complex fire, barn fire, and you need to do exposure protection. Trucks like this work very good. You can get them around the backside, lay 5-inch into this thing, and set your monitor up and protect exposures, or use it for fire suppression. They work very well for that. Remember, the world of mini pumpers in today is to reduce you having the ability to drive or needing to drive a 1.2 or a $1.3 million engine down the road. And I'm saying that here in 2026. When we watch this video in 10 years from now, I'm curious what that engine will cost then. But this is a fraction of the cost of one of those trucks. And it can still haul all your essential tools. It can still haul up to 5 personnel. This truck is equipped to haul 4. So you can still haul and still handle, let's say, 75% of probably your calls, maybe for some departments, 90% of your calls, without running that higher dollar piece of equipment all the time, but still having the capabilities of a higher piece. We have Amdor roll-up doors on this. Very nice layout here. We have gloss rails. We have a carbon fiber type handle, which gives a very nice aesthetic. And then a painted roll-up am door, along with a PPC fully coated interior compartments. Our bodies are really one of a kind. They're extruded aluminum. They're not formed bodies, not two pieces of metal going up with the seam down it. Full extrusions, fully welded compartments inside and out. We do not screw our compartments in. We do not use silicone to seal our compartments. Our compartments are sealed with welds. Same way with the roof as well. Everything's welded. We have our own rub rails with some Whelen megas down there in the bottom. There's some bottle holders here. This is a pull-out drop-down tray. We offer multiple different shelving configurations. We have unistrut, dual unistrut on either side. This has 2 trays in it with turtle towel plastic in the bottom. So if something gets wet, or if you have saw sitting here and they get oil, you can pull these out, you can clean the trays out. The bottom tray is a sweep out tray, made to sweep it out or wash this bottom one out. We don't have problems with dirt embedding into our compartments. We have a drop down here, so we have multiple seal points. We have a seal point on the bottom of the am door itself. If you look, there's a notch here that this door comes down and sits on here. And then behind it, there's a lip to prevent any water extrusion into the compartment. But if there were to happen, we still put another raise up lip on here yet to even protect that even one step further. We have FireTech Guardian scene lights up top, M9 warning lights. The light will run it, I missed it, it's a Liberty bar. We move around to the back of the vehicle. Again, we do a lot of different configurations. This one actually has our slam door series on it. We offer a hose reel in the back. This one does not have one. So extra compartment. Maybe you want to put a small fan in there or something, or other tools. It just gives you extra compartment, extra storage. We have our hose bed up top with the DNS cover with a weighted flap. We have your suction tube holders up top on either side. It's kind of dead space anyways. Those are up behind the roll-up door, so it's worthwhile to use that space. Backlit handrails in red gives a very good aesthetic look at nighttime as well. And you can see where the handrail's at. Flip down steps with handholds. The steps are all properly placed to meet NFPA requirements. Your rear door has a ladder complement in there, set of ladders. And then our fab shop did a really great job with doing pipe pulls, custom pipe pull mounts in there. You can hold 6 of them in there. You can put, and like I said, this is all customizable. We can do a roof ladder, an extension ladder, just an extension ladder, just a roof ladder, and then we can let this open over on this side if you want other hand tools and shovels or whatever you want to do. We'll be more than happy to help you figure that out. The rear bumper is also made. Everything's made in-house, right? Down to the paint. This vehicle's painted with Sikkens paint. Very durable finish. That finish is like obviously an automotive paint, but it's very durable. The PPC material is our own spray material. Like I said earlier, in the inside of compartments and the bumpers. You know, sometimes we do a diamond plate bumper and we'll just PPC the grip strut, or the other way around. This one has it all PPC. They really look good no matter which way you do them. A lot of it's customer preference and what look you're going for on the entire truck. And they did a great job on this. The layout, we have a black stripe, reflective stripe here. We got black bezels around our pod spray tail turns and warning lights here in the back. We have black PPC on the grip strut and the bumper. We even get down to the rub rails. Like I said on the other side, these are black powder coated in-house, down to the black trim on the doors. So everything complements itself very well. Let me show you the inside. This unit features 2 SCBA mounts in the back. This has our full console from front to back. Probably one of our most popular designs, actually, that does the whole center console. Gives a lot of storage space and a lot of places to mount thermal imaging cameras, portable radio chargers, anything that else that you might want it actually up in the cab of the vehicle. It gives a nice area for mounting space. There's a little run book holder we put in there for them. This unit's equipped and controlled with Whelen Core. Whelen Core program allows us to do just about anything with the warning lights and even the siren controls on how we program stuff, how we flash lights and things of that nature. You look up here coming in here from the officer's seat, we have your controller, your pumping gauge. We do give you an air gauge up front. Again, like I said, you have to have air to put the pumping gear, so we feel that it's important that you know if you have air in the truck. So this is something that we advise everybody when they're doing rig checks, you know, just, hey, look at that air gauge. Make sure everything's good to go. We had a great 2025 year. We built a lot of mini pumpers. We built a lot of sandstorm brush trucks, surges, squalls, the whole lineup. We have a ton of mini pumpers to build right now. They probably are taking up 75% of our queue right now, are our mini pumpers. But the surges, the squalls, they shouldn't go unannounced. They're one of the ruggedest type of body that's on the market for this size truck. But we've also done things like last year, Lebanon County Hazmat, which was that big hazmat truck with the command center in front. We have a lot of other options. We don't have to just do it on a 550. We can do your internationals, your Kenworths, your Freightliners. We have that capability of doing everything. But we do stay with cabin chassis. We are a cabin chassis type company build. We feel that there's a big area that's missing in that market, and we want to just do the cabin chassis market well. And we think that we do it very well. And we want to continue to do it well. We want to do better. We want to expand horizons and do a little bit more right each year. And we have a lot of exciting things coming up here in 26 that we're going to be able to share with you. It's going to be a really good year, and we're all super excited for it here. So if you're interested in a mini pumper, you're interested in one of our vehicles, and you want to come into the area, please do so. We'll house you here overnight at no charge. We have a suite right in house. And you know, if you have a dealer in your area, which we cover about 75% of US right now with dealer networks. So our dealer network is very good. Talk to the dealers. They'll get you going. They'll get you set up. That's what we have them for. We have them for that person-to-person relationship. And if for some reason you're out in California, we have great customers out there, we would deal with you direct for right now. It's not a problem at all. You're still gonna be our customer. Same with Alaska, right? So, but thanks again. Thanks for tuning in, and watch for some more showcases coming up.